up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. It's your man, Professor Curt Steele. Some Lions have been flying under the radar at training camp. On today's show, we look at some players we believe deserve more shine in reports out of Allen Park. We are on our way to 3,000 subscribers and currently sit at 2956. Shout out to our channel members. Man, y'all know who they are. If you don't know, here you go. We got T-Bone Locks, Sean Bird, Lauren Bander S, Brent DeWitt, Miss Mary Smith, Big John Martin, and shout out to our newest channel member, Shaka Yam. I think that's how you say that. Hey, it's another way to help us grow the show. You can check out it on the homepage of how to become a channel member of our YouTube channel, or you can click the link in the description of the video. Now it's time to bring in my co-host for today's show. First up, it's that lady's pet. That means regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. The creator and curator of the Tupperware T-shirt exchange, and he runs the best Thursdays on Instagram. Is my man LL Coutons. What's going on, my guy?
What's up, everybody? Happy Monday morning.
Man, and it's the hardest working man in Jackson, Michigan. Coaching kids, cooking meals, and here shortly he gonna be slinging them whole lives. It's the Wolverine Lion who?
Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
If you are new to our channel, this is how our show works. We look at Detroit Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they are bossed up with that big blade dance. If we disagree, we say it's balled on, and we give our reasons why we agree or disagree. No hot takes here. Just natural debate and our true thoughts and opinions about what's going on with our favorite team, the Detroit Lions. Like I said in the intro, the Lions have been having a good training camp, according to reports from Detroit beat writers. But looking at some highlights and information from the team and other outlets, there are some Lions that have been having a really good camp, and they deserve some more shine from the local media. So some of these names may be surprising. Some of these names may not be surprising, but I think, or we think, that they should be getting some more shine. Like, why aren't we talking about these dudes in camp? So, right. LL, you up first, my guy. So let's talk about who is your under the radar camp person for you, man. What you got?
Well, I'm going with Captain Jack Campbell. And just, I guess we could take it for this whole topic, but with this guy, I'm gonna just go with the no news is good news. We haven't heard a whole lot about him. I think it was this time around he was named captain. I don't know if that was but toward the end of last season or this season ago, we've heard that this is his first camp as captain and everything has been placed upon him. But that's pretty much it. We haven't heard anything, about how he looks or anything like that. So, well, we haven't heard a lot, I should say. We haven't heard, too much about that. When you have heard it, it's just been, solid stuff. Jack Campbell look good. Jack Campbell looks like he's ready. Jack Campbell this and that. So it isn't a whole lot to be said about him. And of course it is, camp and stuff like that. And which Coach Mike had illustrated to us previously, that linebackers are pretty important when it comes to that practice structure, because they are in on the run fits and they in the pass stuff, and they, in the 7-on-7s and stuff like that. So just knowing that he, it's not like that he's not out there at all. So the linebackers is in there on almost, on a lot of stuff on defense, and we ain't been hearing, Jack Campbell's name mentioned too much outside of, that he's just doing good. So that's where I'm going with that man, Captain Jack Campbell. Of course, he's expected to have a big season to lead this defense, to lead Coach Shepard's defense, and I guess maybe I don't want to say be the face of it, but be the captain of it. So I think he's ready for it. What do you guys think? Have you heard anything otherwise from Captain Jack?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a big boss up on that, man. And Campbell has been a steady presence at the linebacker position, and he now the green dot. And from what MCDC said earlier in camp, he is the leader of the defense, what you were talking about, LL. Campbell led the team in tackles last year, and he's taken over as the middle linebacker. It allows Derek Barnes and Anzalone to kind of play free on the edges and lets them play downhill. And I think Jack is one of the main reasons why we've been hearing the defense has been so dominant in camp, because he's been lining them up correctly, getting them set, having that front seven aligned correctly. So I'm liking what you're putting down with Jack Campbell. I think he deserves some more shine in camp because he has been doing a good job. Sometimes I hear no news is good news, but I think the way that they're talking about the way the defense is playing has a lot to do with the middle linebacker. He is the quarterback of the defense, and from what if they've been doing that good, you have to get some shine to the quarterback of the defense. So, what you got, Coach Jones?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say that's a boss up too, and just because we have heard encouraging words from Jack Campbell and from the people around Jack Campbell, but I gotta see it in action. He took steps last year, humongous steps, and I'm trying to see what steps he's taking this year because they've basically given him, the whole kit and caboodle. You know what I'm saying? And that means he must have taken a step up. And I want to see, how does he look in coverage? That's what I want to see. How is he looking covering basically the whole box from tackle to tackle? You know what I'm saying? Because that's you. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see that, man. I believe that he can definitely make that turn. He seemed like a hard working dude. So I just want to see it, man. So yeah, that was a good call, LL.
Yeah, I think he's an absolute psycho. You look at he got scary eyes, man. You look at it's like you see nothing behind it. It's like that dude, like so he got a screw loose somewhere, man. But you have to kind of play that middle linebacker position. Yeah. Look at Mike Singletary, man. That dude. I'm not talking about off the field. I'm talking about on the field. Like Mike Singletary was a scary dude, man. Like look at Chris Philman and those players like that, man. You gotta have a little bit of screw loose to play that middle. You gotta be smart, but to get downhill and play aggressively, man, you gotta have a little screw loose. And I'm looking at Captain Jack. I'm like, man, that dude's a psychopath in a good way.
Not so.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Hey, woo. Like, man, it's nothing behind them eyes, man. Hey. I'm just saying, man. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. All these things help us with that YouTube algorithm and get this content to more Detroit Lions fans like yourself. Hey, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell so you know we're getting fresh content from us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Hey, the Boss Up Ball Out merch shop is now open, man. You can check out the link in the description of the video and on the homepage of our channel. Put in the code Boss Up Ball Out 10 at checkout. And when you spend $45, you get 10% off an item. Channel members, y'all know y'all get that big 15% discount on your entire purchase. Check the community tabs for the discount code or the link for the coupon. We will be rocking some, man. We get them in. We're going to be rocking that stuff, man. But of course, man, go check that stuff out, man. You know, it helps us support this channel. And now it's time to talk about who I think is an unsung camp hero for the Detroit Lions. And I have to go with this guy. I haven't been hearing his name a lot, but I've been, when I look at the highlights, when I look at what's going on, I'm like, this dude's been having a hell of a camp. And that is one Mr. I'll give you to in a second. Most of the news coming out of the defensive line room is about Aiden Hutchinson. That's deservedly so, right? He has been wrecking practice, man, getting to the quarterback. We all know about the Hutch rule where, like, they can't keep stopping the practice because he's keep making plays. And then there's a lot of, noise about the first round draft pick, Tyleik Williams, and a couple other players, man. We're hearing a lot about Nate Lynn because he's playing in the preseason games. And, of course, man, Mr. Newport himself, Keith Cooper. However, one player, like I just said, has been having one of the best training camps of all the defensive linemen. And that's defensive tackle DJ Reader. Now, Reader did not participate in camp last year. He's recovering from that torn right quad. And he was on the PUP list last year for camp. I think he didn't come in until like week 2 or 3. He hasn't missed any time this year. and has performing at a high level. And he's also mentoring like Tyleik Williams and those other defensive linemen I just talked about, those young guys. He's anchoring that defensive line, man, eating up the double teams. And I know you talked about this, Coach Jones. He's allowing the starting linebackers to play downhill and play aggressive. And, and while his running mate from last season, Alim McNeil, is still recovering from that ACL injury, DJ Reader is the unquestioned leader in the defensive tackle room. Yeah. I look for that 10-year veteran to have a good season, man. I'm looking at the early workouts. Like, he was beating Tyleik Williams up and down the field. Like, they were doing like some sprint drills. And I'm like, DJ Reader is like that this year, man. And he's healthy. I like what I'm seeing. I just wish he got a little more pub. He got interviewed the other day, but I'm like, nah, I need to hear his name more. And like you said, no news is good news, but he has been really showing up and showing out in camp, man. And he had a really good joint practices with the Miami Dolphins, or against the Miami Dolphins, but he's allowing he and Williams have been allowing those linebackers just to play downhill. And think about that defensive tackle rotation when we get Alim McNeil back. You have Alim McNeil, Tyleik Williams, and DJ Reader. Man, that's a nasty trio of defensive tackles that we have in Detroit, man. So I'm going to kick it over to the defensive line coach, man, about my guy, DJ Reader.
Yeah, man. DJ, I mean, I'm going to give you a big boss up because I love the big men. I just love the D linemen, the O linemen, man. I love when they get that shine. And you know what? DJ Reader he's going to have to be critical, right? Because he basically decides what Jack Campbell going to do. You know what I'm saying? So, if he can, hold them guys up and let Campbell, get in his path of pursuit without them climbing up to him, you know what I'm saying? That's key. That's gonna be everything, man. But I'm excited to see DJ Reader because he was a top 5 one tech when he came to the Lions, man, and he didn't have a full training camp. He kind of last year he kind of was just healthy for the start of the season. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really go through the natural progression that you go through in camp and through the spring and stuff like that. So I'm excited to see what DJ Reader can do. His body is fully healthy, man. I think he's going to be an animal, man. I really do think that we're going to talk a lot more about DJ Reader this year, man. So that was a good call, Curt. I like that, man.
All right. I'll go to our defensive tackle. What you got, LL?
I like that. But here's the funny part. I seen what you were saying in the chat and everything. I thought you was talking about the cornerback.
DJ Reed.
No. And when we was talking, I was thinking like, dang, ain't nobody pick Big Reader. But oops. But yeah, no. And that's yours and mine kind of go hand in hand. And I got another one. Hopefully I won't. Well, even though I know who Coach Mike is picking, hopefully I'm not. I don't know the right word for that, but another, because that's just to show that how strong we are up the middle, I guess, because you haven't heard much about DJ Reader, and haven't heard much about Jack Campbell, and you also ain't heard that much about Brian Branch as well. He been out there. Kirby Joseph won't been hurt, but Brian Branch been out there. We ain't heard a whole lot about him, but you know that he got to be doing his thing. But as far as DJ Reader, man, come on now, you know I love to hear that, and just is everything that Coach Mike just said. It helps everybody else on the defense. We in the game against Atlanta, we got to see what Tyleik Williams can do, and that's just what a player in that position can do. So of course, DJ Reader, he's going to help out a player like Tyleik Williams. He's going to help out players like of course Aiden Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport, but whoever else plays. So whatever depth pieces comes in, it'd rather be Hassanin or Keith Cooper or whoever else. It kind of helps all of that, and it helps of course Jack Campbell and Alexander Zaloni and Derek Barnes behind him. So, big old boss up for DJ Reader, Curt.
All right, man. Hey, man, that's what we talk about. Mm-hmm. Hey, like the video, share the video, and comment on the video. Like I said, man, all them things help us get this content out to more Detroit Lions fans just like yourself. And, of course, man, the Boss Up Ball Out podcast is sponsored by Dubby Energy Drink. Packed with brain-boosting amino acids and vitamins, No sugar added. Of course, that's important for your boy Curt Steele. He's I'm a diabetic, so top two. Yeah, man. It gets you pumped for tackling your daily tasks. Costs you about $1 per drink. It's a great alternative to coffee or canned beverages with no crashes or jitters. Check out the description of the video for the link to buy Dubby. Use that code BossOutBallOutPod for 10% off your order. Power your day with Dubby. Okay, fellas, man, we got one more guy to talk about this morning, man. And it's Coach Jones, man. Underrated Lion. Who you got, Coach Jones, for your pick for being the underrated Lion this year?
I'm letting y'all know I'm digging all the way in the bag. Like, I'm not just putting in the wrist. I'm going down to the elbow. Isaac Uku. Because we see flashes from him every game. So that means he has to be putting in the work in practice. He has to be. You don't make flashes like that in games and you don't put the work in practice. And we've seen a little versatility because I noticed in this last game that he slid down the interior tackle. You know what I'm saying? Because, he is 6'3", 270. I think, some people might not really know, like his stature, but he brings that flexibility to be able to go in and out. And he's obviously strong enough. They believe he's strong enough to do that, man. So I just think it's time, man. If now more than any, man, now that Ahmad Assassinine is out for undisclosed amount of time, you can slide in, man, and he's been coming up big on tape. He has to be playing big in camp. So I'm excited to see, man, what he can do, man, what he truly can do, man, what he can unlock, because the dude just seems like he is an NFL player. And he just doesn't get he hasn't gotten the opportunities to show that, you know what, outside of injuries, I belong on this team, bro. So, yeah, man, Isaac Uku, man, you know what I'm saying? And it still got me, the image is still stuck in my head of what he did last year. Remember when that image is still stuck in my head, man. So, yeah, Isaac Uku, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the other Isaac, the Isaac that was here first. And I like what you're saying. I like what he did in the game. He was wrecking shop, man. Those two big plays. Guy had a sack, a tackle for a loss, a quarterback hit. I'm looking at his stats from the line from the Dolphins game. I like what he was doing out there. So I agree with you. And when he got his opportunities last year, he did make them count, man. He played well. Of course, with all the injuries on the defensive line last year, he actually got a shot to play. And people don't really know, man. He had some, he had an ACL injury coming out of school. So he's dealt with some adversity in his career. So I like the pick for Isaac Uku, man. I'm gonna give you that boss up for that one, man. What you got, LL?
Yeah, same. I'm gonna give you a big boss up, Coach Mike. But yeah, for who was it again? Isaac Uku. Absolutely. Now you said that people don't know his stature. I don't know if I did know or not, but I'm gonna just say I didn't. Because I didn't know he was that big, 6'3", 270. So that's, it sounds like about what they like to pick up and the play. And he's playing. He's fitting in that role real well. So and again, it's good because of course he got a whole lot of playing time, or he was allowed a whole lot of playing time last year. So and they brought him back and stuff like that. So the fact that he's going through all of this and you hadn't heard much means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Just to continue the theme of no news is good news. But we haven't heard much, but we saw much because he's one of the ones that we actually got to see play. We haven't got to see DJ Reader or Jack Campbell play in the game, but we have got to see Uku get out there. So I think that's a different aspect than the other two that we've had so far. We actually got to, we ain't heard much, but we got to see him out there, doing this thing. So shout out to Isaac Uku. Yeah, man. Hey,
And one more little piece of news I want to touch on, man. Let's get us all back on the screen. Shout out to my guy, man. Who is Curt's guy? Big Waymo, man. Shout out to Waymo, whose foundation hosted JMO Day in Detroit's Forest Park this weekend. His foundation, ran by his mother, Tiana, sponsored a back to school event with some bouncy houses and a petting zoo, some food trucks. Gave away 500 plus backpacks with school supplies, man. J-Mo loves to get back into his community, whether it be in St. Louis or Detroit. So shout out to my man Waymo. And they had a funny video with him that posted. Waymo was talking about he doing his fit checks on the wide receivers, man, talking about their sleeves and what they had on at practice. And I'm like, man. And there's another video of him where he just like giggling for like 25 seconds or something like that, where he's just doing his J-Mo laugh. And I'm like, that dude, man, whatever you think about Jameson Williams, I like the cat, man. I think he's a good dude. He's just a little different. He loves to get back to his community. He loves to be in the community, man. That dude, he be in some places of Detroit. You be like, man, why is this dude here? But he said it reminds him of where he's from. So he's going to go back to and be a part of the community that he relates to. So like, he ain't the silver spoon dude that's going to be out there in Dearborn Heights, man. He going to be in the city. So he's going to be in there hanging out, chilling, man. And people, and to his credit, people love when he comes to see, because sometimes they feel a little left out because some of the players don't come to the community. You know what I'm saying? It's always just about an event or something like that, or something for the cameras. Where J-Mo, he just go, pick up some food or something like that, go get a coney or something like that around the way, and take pictures and just give back to the community, man. Like he wants to feel part of the city of Detroit, man. So shout out to Waymo again, man, for doing that. He had that big coat drive last year with Kirby Joseph. So man, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Waymo, man, and he's been mentoring the young receivers this year. So Waymo, he's on. I think he's on tap to have a really big season. So again, shout out to him for giving back to the community, man. Any words about J-Mo, fellas?
Yeah, man. Because Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis all got that feel to it. You know what I'm saying? You there. Like you know what I'm saying? And
you there.
And it just make J-Mo feel like he at home, man. That's why J-Mo love the D, man, because he like, oh, this like the Lou, okay? Because I know J-Mo, he just love being in the hood, man, and I can't knock it because I live in the hood. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like literally on the other side of the street, it's a boarded up house. You know what I'm saying? So, and I live next door to the NAACP. So, I'm in the hood. Yeah, man. Hey, I don't knock it, man. J-Mo, man. Salute to you.
What you got, LL?
I don't have very much to offer geographically, like Coach Mike, but just shout out to J-Mo, man. That's huge. We all say it, and the kids gonna say it, but that go a long way with that kind of stuff, man. With kids and all that kind of stuff, it could just be, from a silly thing, like, man, I don't want to, they friends about to go do something, and man, I don't want to, if J-Mo see me and he heard I was in trouble, then. He might not be happy with me, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, other people may think, he don't give a professional football player don't care about us. But, if they just around and stuff like that, you don't want to be the one, that they got to say, oh, it's him over there. He was, doing this in school, doing that in school. So, shout out to J-Mo, man, just being positive. And it's just more positive things to speak about because, so oftentimes, so many people, especially with this gentleman, because he's, giving them something to talk about, but they're so quick to jump on the other side of things. But this is an excellent thing. And he's always doing this kind of stuff. So again, shout out to that man, J-Mo.
Yeah, because he holds football camps in St. Louis and Detroit every year in the summertime, man. So I like what that young fella's doing. And he knows, like, you can kind of see the maturity on him this year. And like, he's still a fun-loving dude, but you can see he's kind of stepped his game up as far as, his mentality and things of that nature. So I'm liking what I'm seeing out of him, man. Okay. And I can't wait, man. I think he's going to have a big season for the Detroit Lions, man. Hey, shout out to our people over at Lions Nation Unite, Herman Moore, those cats over there, man. Don P was holding that the live look in for the game, the play-by-play. He was doing a little bit of that stuff this weekend, so shout out to him, man. my guy Chicken Nugget King, of course, the heavyweights, man, with Spin Moan Racks and Easy, man. So shout out to Herm and Chris, those people over there at Lions Nation Unite, man. Of course, man, if you haven't done so already, you got to do this, man. You guys still follow the crew on your favorite social media platforms, man. Coach Jones does a great job with Wolverine Lions Sports Talk, man, and his Beyond the Ropes boxing playlist, man. If you going to get that preview for that Canelo and Bud Crawford fight, go check out the Beyond the Ropes boxing playlist, man. He's got a new video up about that. Of course, I post content from this channel on all of my social media platforms, man. And you know how it gets down on Thursday, man. But check in any day of the week on LL's Instagram page, man. You always will find something interesting, over there on his page, man. You know what I'm saying? Might get you, hold on, let me get quench your thirst 7 days a week, man. All right, time for party for today's show, man. What you got, Coach Joe?
So I'm going completely off the radar right now. So there's been a debate recently on YouTube about who got the best coney in Michigan. And it's been Detroit, Jackson, and Flint. They've now, a guy recently from Detroit came down to Jackson and went to both Coney Island spots that are legendary here. That's Jackson Coney Island and Virginia Coney Island. And he said something that I've been saying since I got here, okay? Why are y'all putting hamburger meat on the coney? Because I'm from the other side of Detroit, so I'm used to the coney sauce. You know what I'm saying? And he and I just thought that was funny because I've been telling people for so long down here. I'm like, why do y'all put hamburger meat and all them damn onions on y'all coney? You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm like, mustard too? Ugh. But I digress about that, man. But yeah, man, I just want to shout out, man, it's Detroit Food Review. Go check him out. He went in there. He had he went both conies, man, and he was just describing the difference between the Detroit coney and the Jackson coney. And told you, shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all put a hamburger meat on your hot dog, man. But yeah, man, shout out to Detroit Food Review and that who has the best coney.
Yeah, I'm partial to the Flint coney. It's a little different. The sauce is drier. It's not like that. It's not a chili in Flint. The coney sauce is different. Yeah. So, and I like the little bit of the mustard and the light onions on my coney, man.
Oh Jesus.
So I don't know. You like even if I eat regular hot dog, I gotta have some mustard on there, man. You know what I'm saying? If I'm at I gotta have. I'm not a ketchup psychopath with hot dogs, man. What you got?
You don't need nothing with chili sauce. You got chili sauce. You don't need none of that.
I got one for both of y'all then. I get mine light onions. Well, it come with mustard, so it come with onions and mustard. So, but light onions, add ketchup on mine. But no hamburger sauce, man. That ain't no coney. And I feel like Coach was just doing that because the debate. I don't know if the debate includes Jackson.
But he went to Jackson Coney Island and he went to Virginia Coney. Those are two spots in Jackson.
Well, I mean, like when it's Detroit and Flint, like those are the two. I ain't never heard no Jackson style Coney. Is the joke I was trying
legendary.
To make. But Pontiac's is better than them anyway. So how about that? Pontiac over all of them. The Anton's Coney Island right off on the west side, right off your Ryan. Come out right across the street from the hospital. But have a great Monday morning and have a great rest of your week.
I can't have no Pontiac.
Coach Jones starting a whole argument in this thing, man.
That's another show.
Because the Flint coners are different, man. We use those cocoa hot dogs, man. It's a whole different type of hot dog in Flint, man. You know what I'm saying? What we do. But anyway, man, thank you guys for checking us out right here, starting your week off with us on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors, man. What I want to say to my fellas out there, man, make sure you check on your health, man. Especially my older gentlemen, man. Make sure you get your prostate exam. Make sure you get your colonoscopies. That stuff, man. Your health is important. You need to be around for your family, man. And, they want you around. So make sure you take care of your health, man. When you start getting up in that age, man, LL, you be turning 40 here soon, man. You got to start taking those things, man. You got to check on your health because of the fact that there's a lot of things, especially for us in our community, we don't take care of our bodies. We're scared of the doctor. We won't go. But go take care of yourself. Go to the doctor, man. Get those things checked out, man. We have a history of cancer in my family, man. And I make sure, hey, every so often, man, I go get my checkups, man. Prostate, all that stuff, man. Colonoscopies, all that good stuff, man. Because I want to make sure I'm here for my family. I got grandkids, and I want to be, and I have, my wife and my son and my daughter, man. I want to be here for them for the long haul, man. So make sure you take care of yourself, man, and check on your health, man. But other than that, man, hey, Monday, start the week off right with us right here on the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, your home for organic debate about Detroit Lions news and rumors. If you're having a good Monday, because sometimes that can be hard, make sure you spread that joy, man, because you never know when a small kind word can help make someone's day or change their whole attitude about their life. If you're not having a good day, don't steal someone else's joy. And whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL Cool Torrance and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.